The moderator recognizes Marty Berger, Director of Vocational Innovation and Support, for a mission moment from the Develop Leaders team.
It's hard to lead when you're distracted, when you're concerned, when the weight of what's going on in your own family keeps you from loving the family that you've been called to serve. Lilly Foundation realized that that was an issue for our pastors. They invited denominations, organizations, to think about, to dream, to vision, how could we help our pastors? How could we care for them well? And so the Evangelical Covenant Church, in partnership with our Covenant Trust Company, National Covenant Properties, our finance team, and the Develop Leaders team, were given the privilege of receiving 2 Lilly grants in the total of $2 million to help our pastors deal with financial crisis. Over 1,000 pastors, lay leaders, and church leaders have participated in financial leadership. One facet of financial leadership is a jumpstart retreat that we offer our pastors to go through to think about their financial story, how God has called them, and how they are called to use their resources in a way that gives them honor and glory to God. We are called to be learners, to be disciples. There's no shame, no blame, no guilt, but we're called to be a community to learn together. One pastor shared that it was well worth their time, good information, great small group interactions, and an opportunity to learn from each other. The Lilly Endowment has given us the gift of being able to give our pastors a $10,000 grant. This $10,000 helps to take care of consumer debt, medical bills, and school loans. We ask that the pastors who receive this meet with a coach, help them to continue on the path forward, and then to participate in what we call Pay It Forward. In the Pay It Forward, our pastors are asked to give back 75% of what it is that they receive, allowing this ministry to continue. We have over 19 pastors who have finished their Pay It Forward. Over 100 have participated. That means we've been able to give over $100,000 away to be able to help our pastors with their financial issues. Lilly has been an incredible partner for us, as the churches and donors have also. As I said, we received 2 grants of $2 million. This last year, with all of the things that were going on in our country, Lilly, for the first time ever, offered a phase 3. For the churches or the denominations that were approved, you would be given $250,000 and the challenge of raising another $250,000. The covenant received that. And at this point, we are looking for matching and churches and organizations that we can partner with to raise that $250,000, giving us another total of $750,000. Because of Covenant Trust Company, because of NCP, because of the incredible leaders that put this together, we are doing really well financially with this. If your pastor, if the people that you care about are in financial need, please have them reach out. Lily, in the third round, wanted us to think outside the box. They said, you've done a great job so far, so let's go further. And so some of the things that we've been able to do is pastors in our under-resourced churches that did not get their full pay these last few years, we've been able to give them grants of $3,000 to $5,000 to help bridge that gap. We've been able to help over 25 of our pastors receive benefits that they weren't able to afford. We also have an incredible group of people that are called outsourced treasurers that accountants that walk beside our churches and help them with all their financial needs, from payroll to taxes to anything that they need to do with their financial spreadsheet. They'll help them, they'll do it, and they get a small stipend to be able to do this for your church. We have over 100 churches that are being served by outsourced accountants. And with this new Lily grant, we wanted to make sure our under-resourced churches also had that. So currently, we have 7 churches and 1 camp that is receiving it totally free because of the generosity of Lily. If you know of a church that needs this service, please let us know. We want to partner with you. We're also helping churches with live streaming, getting them all of the equipment that they need, getting them trained, up and going. So we're excited to continue to partner and make these things happen. One of the biggest things that's happened, as you know, in these last few years is the Ministry Crisis Fund. We have, this last year, 38 people, over $80,000 was given away. And in this year alone, we have been able to help over 25 families that are also dealing with crisis. So with all of that, there's lots and lots of money that has been needed to help do that. This Lily Matching Grant helps us to be able to make that happen. And we are so thankful for the advancement team. In April, their appeal was for the Ministry Crisis Fund, and we were able to raise $41,000 for that. And then on Saturday night, when we have the ordination service, there'll also be an offering for the Ministry Crisis Fund. COVID-19 has also depleted our pastors. It's taken away their joy and their heart and their time with God because they've been so overwhelmed with so many different things that they've been asked to do. And so we also have, as Dave Kirsten started years ago, the Sustaining Pastoral Excellence. Because of the good financial work of the covenant, we still have funds to be able to make that happen. And with this new matching grant from Lily, we are also adding to it, where we can give pastors personal retreats, coaches, spiritual direction, and an opportunity for them to replenish and be encouraged. For those going on sabbatical, we will give them $1,000, matching $1,000 a church gives them, giving them $2,000 to be able to start. So we are blessed. We are thankful for your partnership, for your willingness to work with us and believe the very best in our pastors. So if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that I can answer, please don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Marty Berger, and I'm honored to serve you.